And we're back with our Let's Play Firmament. Last time we woke up in this spot. Like there was a bunker over in that direction. It's also a bit cold. At least the cryopod's stinging sensation faded away. Of course now I'm just cold. I don't know what's going on over there, but... Curie Veil. Okay. Cool name, I guess. The Swan. Only place we can go. Whoa.
You will not be able to witness the wonder of the other realms, but you will transit to the Swan first.
Excuse me. Whoa.
Welcome to the Swan, where we gathered, talked, sang, learned, ate, laughed, shared. My memories of this place, so vivid, so wonderful, so peaceful, till it was shattered. Lies are controlling, but comforting.
Okay, what are you on about? Keeper's Rest. Welcome to the Swan. You have earned the honor of resting. You require cycles of rest, as do all living things. Recharge for your purpose of keeping the realms. Converse with your comrades. Disport yourself with crafts, music, or frivolity. Find respite in your quarters. Acknowledge and delights of the firmament above those who now sleep. Yet, do not be overly focused on rest. The purpose of rest is to assist us in fulfilling our keeping with increased energy and renewed vigor. Do not concern yourself with fatuous dreams during rest. Dreams are not trustworthy, rational, or measurable. Dreams bring false thoughts from our subconscious that might distract us from our true conscious purpose. Seems a bit cultish. You are a keeper. Rest is a vital part of keeping. Appreciate the small rests until it's time for your deep sleep. The Founders. Huh. Curie Veil again. A book. No. We read this already. Adjunct Handbook. St. Andrew. Okay. Boxes. This cool contraption. Oh. Bunch of things. Juleston. Sounds fun, I guess. Sleeping quarters? 001. 2, 4. Seems about right.
The only difference between a heresy and the truth is time. I wonder, do you agree?
Well, for the longest time we believed that the sun revolved around the Earth, with the other planets having absolutely nonsensical loops in their orbits. Then a couple of astronomers and mathematicians and stuff said that everything was much more simpler if the Earth revolved around the sun. But then the church was like, and give up. Well, God chose us to be special. Like, why would we be just another planet around a star? Okay, let's face it. There's a reason egocentric is an anagram of geocentric. Ooh. Ooh. That looked painful. To the ends of the firmament, there's nothing we do not know. Barely don't know trigger discipline. We answer, we know, we keep. Keepers together, our answers will provide. Firmament will prevail, keepers together. What is this contraption? Maintain the firmament, keep. Yeah, boy. Firmament, just straight up. Huh. The Keeper's poem. Observe the firmament above, our waking light shine bright. Our comrades in the tapestry, a wondrous restful sight. Delights, delights, delights of wake, alive above our head. The dark, the dark, the dark of sleep, deep sleep we do not dread. The vault is ours to contemplate, the canvas of our lights, an ever coruscating web, the hallmark of our nights. Delights, delights, delights of wake, the keeping mission binds. The dark, the dark, the dark of sleep, the threshold clears our minds. The firmament, we know our task, the realms promise to keep. We pledge our waking hours to these until our time to sleep. Delights, delights, delights awake, the realms are so adored. The dark, the dark, the dark of sleep, we sleep to be restored. Someday the realm shall be fulfilled, our ivory shall draw nigh. They shall awaken the embrace, our destiny supply. Keeper's parable. In other realms that we cannot reach, there were other keepers who lived and worked together in happiness and harmony. The keepers contributed to the firmament mission and to the common good, and they shared happily in the fruits of their labor. One day a keeper awoke with a deep sleep, from the deep sleep of a new idea. A different idea. A troublesome idea. This troublesome keeper decided there could be a different way of doing things. A way he called more. This troublesome keeper tried to convince the other keeper that they could work for their own benefit rather than for the good of all. This troublesome keeper said that all could accumulate more, and having more could make them happier. At first, the keepers were skeptical. Like all keepers before, they lived with reason and measurement, and they knew such a way of more seemed against reason and measurement. They asked where the more would come from, and how long it could continue. The troublesome keeper provided ridiculous answers, claimed that more could come from everywhere and would last forever. They laughed, but the troublesome keeper persisted. The persistence of the troublesome keeper wore down their thoughts and reason and measurement, until they became tempted by the promise of more. Gradually, the keepers embraced the idea of more. Their focus changed from keeping the realm to collecting the more. This seemed to make them happy at first. As time went on, they became consumed by more, and the realm began to suffer. The machinery began to break, and the crops began to die, and the animals became ill, water became tainted, and the air became putrid. And the keepers also began to suffer. Some were sick, and some were hale, and some were hungry, and some were fat, and some were thirsty, and some were bathed, and some had none, and some had more. And those who had more began to look down on those who had less or none, as though such a thing were possible with reasonable keepers. These keepers and these realms and these keepers were dying. In the midst of this chaos, a wise keeper remembered the faithful ways of keeping. The wise keeper spoke and mentored about the faithful ways of keeping the realms, healing and feeding and watering and caring for all, as comrades without more, but with fruits for all to share. And the wise keeper reminded them that this was the true way of reasonable and measured happiness, happiness that could last and would be for all. And this faithful way of keeping would ensure that the mission of keeping their realm, of keeping each other, could be sustained. The keepers of the realm were able to overcome the forces of more and return to the faithful ways of keeping. They learn to let go of any destructive thoughts of more and to embrace the mission of keeping the realms and keeping each other. And all the keepers once again lived and worked together in happiness and harmony. Do not be swayed from the faithful ways of keeping. Strive to be a wise keeper. Okay. Seems like a bunch of hippie jargon, but, you know, hippies weren't exactly on the wrong track. So, yeah. Checks and balances, people. Separates a decent government from, not a decent government. Don't want to go into specifics in case we get banned some random country in the world, because, I don't know. I don't think I got a lot of views from random spots, but I don't know, I try. Sorry about the V-Sync, my graphics card is a bit, smelly. I'll get a new one for Christmas, believe me.
Time heals all wounds. I recently learned of that saying. Seems like a tonalization when the wounds of the seed are so fresh. I recently learned of that word. But indeed, time in the threshold heals all wounds. Do not mixed emotions I have about that.
Huh. Keepers sleep. Okay, why though? Oh dear.
This is the threshold, where we cross from wake to sleep, from sleep to wake. I put them all to sleep. It was very difficult.
What do you mean by that exactly? Keeper's wake, I guess. Put them all in cold storage or something? Samuel, Mikola, Louis, Andre, Laszlo, Boris, Antoine, Lucas, William, Maria, Marta, Gertrude, Jacques, Marie, Rosa, Margot, Amelie, Josephine, Sophia, Adela. Wait, they were using green paint here at some point, but no green letters. Oh. Well, that explains it. Whoopsie doodle. You know, actually, yeah, yeah. Nice little attention to detail, Cyan. Carry on. Just more boxes. Well, ain't that a nice bit of vandalism? This book again. Yeah, we literally just read this, so no. This one, maybe? I have no one to share my agony with, and so I write. Words. How many have I learned, and even with such new ways to describe my feelings? I do not have any of these words left to express my sadness, my anger, my... How? How did it all come to pass? The truth, unbearable. The void, so boundless, so cold, so dark. I am struggling, grasping for understanding, comprehension. Turner. A dark power, a monster. Even he only a tool in such a dark objective and plan. How could such darkness be handed such power? Did he seek it? Did it seek him? Does it always seek such servants? Was I a servant myself? Am I like him? We were all the keepers. Of what? We were naive souls nourished by lies, and then by his own dark power. How could he? How could I? I saved them, I lost them. I was compelled, but what now? What of me? Trapped, solitary, The burden of knowledge and deception steals my joy and my breath. My heart hurts inside of my chest. An emptiness of time stretches out before me, and there is only me left to fill this time. The loneliness. How does a human live with it? The truth, the lies, the confusion. How does a human know? I am adrift, floating to nowhere in my own agony. Is there hope? Will this plant save us? Can I save myself? I wish to rid myself of such beautiful deceit, but I wonder if such a desire is even possible. Okay. Okay, seems our mentor's going through some stuff. Understandable, considering there were burn marks in the walls and a suspiciously gun-shaped firing pattern. And this again. Oh, they really like passing this pamphlet around, didn't they? Well. So, go back to what we were doing, or try something new? Let's stick with the old cold shoulder, I guess. Curie Vale. Next time.